Kaspa is about to get a listing from a top tier one exchange that could potentially send the price of the CAS token to new all-time highs. I have some insider info from a credible source that stated, quote, "We're just finishing up final due diligence and paperwork, and we're getting ready to list Kaspa." How will Kaspa's price react to the news once it goes live, and what kind of inflows could we potentially see? I'll be answering those questions and revealing which tier one exchange is getting ready to list Kaspa, so make sure you stay tuned. Now, we take a look at what Kaspa is doing currently. A very similar pattern to what we saw back in November of 2023, leading into the beginning of this year. We saw a downtrend from Kaspa. We saw a break above. This is on the daily chart from KuCoin. We saw a break above, a retest, and then a run. So this is typically called a bump and run. And when we did finally get our run up, Kaspa's price appreciated roughly around 92%. Well, look at what we have currently on the daily chart. Again, a downtrend making lower highs. We have just flipped our downtrend line, and it looks like we retested as support positively. Now, if we do see a similar price movement, right, a similar run after this bump from Kaspa, and we get that 90% run up, you're looking at a potential new all-time high of around 21.6 cents for Kaspa. Take a look at some of their metrics. This is from cas.fyi. They're processing around almost 1 blocks per second. TPS is pretty low, but of course, we know the only TPS doing is sending and receiving the CAS token, as there are no smart contract functionality for now, and that is going to be changing very soon. We're going to go over that here in a little bit as well. Current supply is around 23.64 billion CAS tokens with a 24-hour volume of around $32.9 billion. And this is going to play a big role into why this tier one exchange decided that they're going to list the Kaspa token. Take a look at the number of unique addresses. This is from Kaspalytics.com. You can see we've been kind of flat over the last couple months or so. But again, with the new development coming in June, we should see these unique wallets rise up pretty quickly as more people start to get onboarded into the Kaspa ecosystem, and as people can actually write smart contracts, code, and launch dApps into the ecosystem, of course, driving user growth as well. We take a look at emissions. Now, Kaspa has a halving kind of like Bitcoin, but on a more rampant schedule. So you can see here the emissions current reward for mining CAS block is around 110 CAS tokens. The next reduction is happening on June 5th, which will drop it from 110 tokens to 104 tokens until it inevitably gets to under 36 in April of 2025. So little less than 1 year from now. Let's take a look at, well, what exchanges have already listed Kaspa and how has that affected the price? And then we'll talk about what the tier one exchange listing, what that could potentially do to the price. So we had the first big one here was BitGet. This was on April 21st of 2023. If you're not familiar, BitGet is a global exchange. They're mostly known for derivatives and leverage trading. They have over 25 million users serving 100 countries and regions. It says they're committed to helping users trade smarter with this pioneering copy trading. But a lot of people have used this exchange to buy spot Kaspa, as it is available on there as well. Another one, a little bit bigger here, is going to be Uphold. This is an exchange here in the United States. Uphold has around 10 million users. They're in 184 countries, supporting 30 fiat currencies and over 250 cryptocurrencies. Let's take a look at the Kaspa chart. So this is Kaspa on the daily from MEXC. And we have BitGet listing on the 21st of April of 2023 and Uphold on the 24th. And so from the very first one, which was BitGet, what did the price of the CAS token do? I'm not saying that the listings were the only reason the CAS token went up, but of course, the more places people are able to buy a token, the easier it is to pump the price up, right? And so Kaspa, since its listing on BitGet, did have an increase of around 45%. Now, the biggest centralized exchange listing so far has been KuCoin. KuCoin, once pretty big in the US, now with the whole KYC and kind of being entangled with the SEC. Those numbers have dropped, but they're still a big player on the global scale. And this was their announcement. And this is an ode to the Kaspa community and how loud and passionate you guys are. So this was their tweet that said, "Hey, we're listing Kaspa on KuCoin." This was May 6th of 2023, and it had almost 300,000 views and over 2 million impressions. You take a look at, well, what does the rest of KuCoin's profile look like, right? What is their average of views they get? You can see down here, 20,000 views. They announced a big giveaway, 26,000 views, 12,000 views, 15,000 views. Now, why am I showing you this and why am I highlighting this? Because when this tier one decides to list and announce it, there's going to be a feeding frenzy on social media, which is going to build up hype, which is going to build up SEO. People are going to start searching Kaspa and be like, what is going on? Oh my God, I can buy it on this exchange. That is a tier one. I'm not going to give it away yet, but I'll tell you here in a second. Now, we talked about volume being important. There is one thing that is happening next month that could potentially bring double or even triple the volume of Kas. We're going to talk about that. But first, are you ready to transform your journey of personal development into an adventure? Meet Legacy Network, where self-improvement meets the thrill of gaming. Unlock levels, earn rewards, and grow every single day. The Legacy Network, dive into a world where your growth earns you more than just skills. It's fun, engaging, and yes, profitable. Be among the first to embark on this journey. Join the Legacy Network Discord by using the link in the description to get access to the Legacy Academy app first once it goes live. Now, what am I talking about? I am talking about KRC20 token standard smart contracts finally coming to Kaspa in June. This is from CaptainAltcoin.com. Kaspa to launch smart contract in June. How could it affect the ecosystem? With the Kaspa KRC20 smart contract scheduled for release in June, this moment is poised to catalyze a seismic shift in the blockchain's landscape, tokenization, and beyond. Said the Kaspa ecosystem is poised for transformation. A couple of things highlighted here with the KRC20 token standard. One thing highlighted here is interoperability. KRC20 tokens foster interoperability, enabling developers to leverage these tokens to facilitate seamless cross-platform transactions and integrations. The other one, of course, what's Kaspa is really known for is scalability and performance. Built on Kaspa's innovative Ghost Stack consensus protocol and subchains architecture, KRC20 smart contracts inherit the network's unparalleled scalability and performance capabilities, addressing the bottlenecks that have plagued other blockchain platforms. The other one, security and trustlessness. KRC20 tokens and associated smart contracts adhere to the highest standards of decentralization and immutability. And community engagement and adoption kind of already highlighted why that is so important. The launch of the KRC20 smart contracts is expected to catalyze community engagement and drive broader adoption. And finally, customizability and flexibility. KRC20 tokens offer developers unparalleled customizability and flexibility, enabling the creation of tailored tokenized assets and dApps to cater to diverse use cases. We take a look at where Kaspa is right now at around 12 cents, market cap of $2.83 billion. It did have, it's a little less than a 2x away from its all-time high market cap of around 4.3 billion, and this trading volume 27.54 billion. Now, this is one key factor, arguably the most important factor that exchanges take into consideration when they say, hey, we're getting ready, we want to list this token. They want to know, is it going to bring people to the platform? Are people even interested in buying this token? And for Kaspa, the obvious answer is yes. And the tier one exchange that is getting ready to list Kaspa is none other than number one on this list. It is Binance, the largest exchange in all of crypto, holding a market share of over 40%, 24-hour adjusted trading volume of $17.3 billion. The next highest one on this list, my friends, is $3.2 billion at Bybit. Over 1,249 pairs. Obviously, you don't need me to tell you, Binance is a giant. Take a look at their statistics here. By the end of 2022, 92% of all spot Bitcoin trading was occurring on Binance. In January of 2023, Binance hosted 55% of global crypto spot trading. And as of 2022, Binance had 128 million registered users that will soon have access to buying and selling the Kaspa token. What about another tier one exchange? And now this part is a little more speculation on my point, but typically these exchanges are always at a race to the finish line, right? We want to bring more users. We want to onboard more users. Well, what is the second largest exchange in terms of users? It is none other than Coinbase. So can Coinbase, after Binance lists, look at it and say, wow, Binance listed it, a lot of volume, the community is excited, we want to go ahead and list it. Could it potentially happen? We hope so. We do believe eventually it will happen. But with the KRC20 smart contract capabilities, will that be the little thing that nudges Coinbase to go ahead and list Kaspa? So Coinbase did get in some hot water with their listing practices. They're being more transparent now. And so we're going to keep our eye on this. And as soon as we see Kaspa on any list of what Coinbase is looking to potentially put on their platform, we'll go ahead and share with you. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and ping your notification bell. This interesting part here, the Coinbase impact on listings. Coinbase's token listings mostly result in spiked prices. For instance, gives an example of SHIB being listed in September. The coin soared 11% in 1 hour and another 38% the day after. What will that look like for Kaspa? We do expect new all-time highs for Kaspa, as is less than a 2x away, but that is just the beginning. With KRC20 smart contracts coming, with a massive listing at Binance coming, and potential other tier one exchange listings like Coinbase, can Kaspa get to $1, $2 this cycle? Let us know in the comment section. We're curious to know what you guys think. Did you enjoy this video? If you want more Kaspa content, click the like button, let us know, and come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you in the next one.